Okay, let's talk about certain articles related to the president. First one is Article 56. Article 56 talks about term of office of the president. It says the president shall hold office for a term of 5 years. It's important, 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office. Now, India's president term is 5 years, unlike American president will be in office for 4 years, but in case of India, it is 5 years. Next, provided that the president may, by writing under his hand, address to the vice president, resign his office. Here, this subclause talks about resignation. President can resign only if he writes a resignation letter to the vice president. And important thing is it has to be under his writing. It can't be written by someone else or signed by him. He has to write it himself and give it to the vice president. Next, second thing is the president may, for violation of constitution, be removed from office by impeachment in the manner provided in Article 61. Basically says if the president has violated the constitution, then he can be impeached, and the process is written in Article 61. That is present in another video. You can check there. Second thing, C, says the president shall, notwithstanding the expiration of his term, continue to hold office until his successor enters upon his office. It's pretty simple. It says that he can stay in office until this next successor comes in, until unless his term got expired, like within 5 years. Next, clause 2 says any resignation addressed to the vice president under clause A of the proviso to clause 1 shall forthwith be communicated by him to the speaker of the house of the people. It's pretty simple. See, we know that Rajya Sabha is under the chairmanship of vice president, so he can inform Rajya Sabha when president gives his resignation. But the Lok Sabha members also should know that president has resigned, so the vice president should inform it to the speaker of the Lok Sabha, which is house of the people, so that people of Lok Sabha also knows that president has resigned. So that's the thing. Next, Article 57. Article 57 says a person who holds or who has held office as president shall, subject to the other provisions of this constitution, be eligible for re-election to that office. Basically, what it says is that any person can be re-elected to the presidential office any number of times, unlike United States, because in the United States we know that president can be re-elected only once. That means he can do only 2 terms. But in India, president can be elected any number of times. That's what Article 57 talks about. Article 58. Article 58 talks about qualification for election as president. And these are the following qualifications. He should be a citizen of India. That's one thing. Second, he should have completed 35 years. That's another thing. Next thing is qualified for election as a member of House of People. He should be qualified to become a Lok Sabha member. That we will discuss in another video. And next thing is a person not be eligible for election as president if he holds any office of profit under the government of India or government of any state or under any local or other authority subject to the control of any of the said governments. Basically what it says is that if any person is holding any office of profit, then he cannot become a president. Now what is a office of profit? Office of profit is a little bit complicated thing, which is beyond the scope, which we will discuss in other videos. Basically these are certain government offices which have some power. Actually constitution has not given any clear definition of what is the office of profit, but if you see this explanation, it excludes certain things, like for the purpose of this article a person shall not be deemed to hold any office of profit by reason only that he is the president, vice president of the union, or the governor of any state, or is a minister of either for the union or for any state. Actually all these are offices, like president is an office, there is an office of vice president, and there is an office of governor, and for every minister has of union or as well as state has his own office in a sense, some kind of executive authority. These people have some executive authority. So these things are excluded from office of profit. So that means even people belonging to these offices can become a president, but not other offices. But actually office of profit is a little bit complicated thing that will be dealt in other videos. Just remember that. they should not hold a office of profit.